In the midst of the bustling city noise and the sound of waves crashing against the city walls, Constantinople stood magnificently as a symbol of glory and power of Christians. The Great Wall of Constantinople was a solid wall that could not be threatened by war soldiers at the time. The city, located at the crossroads of Europe and Asia, had been a center of trade, culture, religion of Christians for centuries. However, behind its beauty and grandeur, there was a lurking threat. In 1453, under the leadership of Sultan Mehmed, the Ottoman Empire decided to conquer the city that had long been their dream. Mehmed, known as the Conqueror, had great ambitions to expand his history and make Constantinople to his new capital. With an army of hundreds of thousands of soldiers, he prepared to face the solid walls protecting the city. Behind Constantinople's magnificent wall that had stood for a long thousand years, people of Constantinople city rushed to church and pray. They know that today, at May 29, 1453, might be Constantinople's last day as the capital of Byzantium Empire. At the battlefield, Sultan Mehmed II stood on a hill, looking at the city he had besieged for 53 days. His Ottoman force, numbering more than 100,000 soldiers, were ready with giant cannons. Behind Constantinople's magnificent walls that had stood for 1,000 years, people of Constantinople city rushed to church and pray. They know that today, May 29, 1453, might be Constantinople's last day as the capital of Byzantium Empire. At the battlefield, Sultan Mehmed II stood on a hill, and looking at the city he had besieged of 53 days. His Ottoman Empire, numbering more than 100,000 soldiers, were ready with giant cannons. Among these cannons stood the magnificent basilica, the largest cannon ever made, capable of firing 600-kilogram stone projectiles. "This city must fall today," whispered the young sultan, who was only 21 years old, to himself. On April 6, 1453, Mehmed II began the siege. The city walls, which had endured for centuries, were now tested by the sophisticated Ottoman artillery. Inhabitants of Constantinople prayed, hoping that God would protect them from the coming disaster. On May 29, 1453, the city gates finally opened. Ottoman force broke through, and fierce battles took place in the narrow street of the city. And Sultan Mehmed said, "My brothers in faith, Prophet Muhammad foretold his day. Constantinople shall be conquered, its commander shall be the best commander ever, and his army shall be the best army ever." Emperor Constantine XI made his last stand, fighting to the last drop of blood. But eventually he fell, and hope for avenging the city vanished. That evening, Sultan Mehmed II entered the city on horseback. Of Constantinople, a new era began. Mehmed II, now known as Sultan Mehmed the Conqueror, transformed the city into the capital of Ottoman Empire and renamed it Istanbul.